The following 4 criteria will help you to decide whether your image quality is sufficient. First, the images should be as sharp as possible. The sharpness is linked to the visibility of the vessels. When there is ideal sharpness, you can clearly recognize even all small vessels. If you are able to only see the major vessels, your sharpness is insufficient. Reset your focus and try again. If the patient has severe media opacity, like an advanced cataract, you might not be able to achieve a perfectly sharp image. In addition, the images should exhibit as little reflex artifacts as possible. Ideally, less than 10% of the field of view should be covered by reflexes. The reflex artifacts shown here can be divided into 2 types. In the right exemplary image, you see the typical always present pexoscope reflex artifacts. These cannot be prevented, and they are due to the reflection of the illumination on the front and back side of the lens. On the left side, you additionally see avoidable reflex artifacts. These are because of too bright ambient light. You can reduce the reflex artifacts by optimizing examination conditions. Dim the light as much as possible and avoid any other light sources in the room beside your smartphone adapter. Furthermore, the images should be well illuminated. Here you see an image with excellent illumination, where all vessels contrast well against the retinal pigment. Your illumination is insufficient if you cannot clearly differentiate between vessels and retinal pigment. You can improve your illumination by increasing the illumination magnitude of the adapter and by optimizing examination conditions. Dim the room light as much as possible and avoid any other light sources in the room beside your smartphone adapter. The last quality criterion concerns the field of view. The images need to have as little dark margins at the border as possible. At least 95% of the area within the lens should be visible. If you see a dark margin at the border of the field of view, recalibrate the position of the smartphone camera in relation to the adapter's light source. Both should be at the same level and as close as possible. Before you release the shutter, your image should meet these criteria. So remember, sharpness, reflex artifacts, illumination, and field of view.